Drawing lips and a mouth, they can be intimidating sometimes, but ultimately they're pretty simple. It's basically just drawing a curved line and then a few other curved lines around that original curved line to make the lips around it thicker or thinner. So let me give you an example. If you look inside of the ebook, you can tell that these three examples right here, the way I drew this lip, I mean, you can tell they're pretty thin lips. This one looks a little bit more prominent with a little bit more of an indentation on the upper lip. But this one obviously is a lot bigger because I am kind of accentuating the upper lip a lot more than these previous two. You can make those lips bigger or smaller, dictating on whoever the character that you're drawing. And as long as you do them in a respectful way that doesn't make it look too cartoonish in the sense of being insulting anyway, I think that you'll be okay. What am I getting at? Obviously, there have been a lot of different variation of big lips from African Americans or black people in general in other manga and other media and stuff. And I'm not saying that you should do that. I remember a long time ago, I actually did that for a couple of the characters that I had created. And, as I got older, I realized like this probably isn't okay. And I was right. It's not okay. I was told by my mentor, I remember there was another guy inside of college that, was talking to me a long time ago. And he was saying, hey, you probably shouldn't do this. Like there's a lot of things that I've grown a lot, in my years. But ultimately, what I've come to realize is as long as you are respectful with it and you're trying to actually accurately draw the type of lip that you were trying to draw without being insulting and overly cartoonish, you can draw whatever lips you want to draw. So with that said, these are very stylized, very simple looking lips and mouths and expressions that I've exaggerated for the sake of, just showing you what you can do whenever you draw lips and draw facial expressions and stuff. Let me give you even more of an example. We're going to go back to King Elefante. Now, I've already drawn his lips right here in a previous video, but because I didn't actually do that much, you can tell that his lips aren't truly that thick. Now, if I wanted his lips to be really thick, I could do something like this. Or if I wanted it to be extra thick, I could do something like that. I mean, it just kind of depends on, the character, like I said. And King Elefante, he has pretty thin lips. If I do anything at all, it'll be something like that. So just keep that in mind whenever you're drawing, lips. Now, let me say if I wanted to draw like his mouth open. I could draw him gritting his teeth. I draw teeth like this because it's very simple. Like you don't have to draw teeth like that. If I wanted to draw him yelling, there you go. We're gonna get over that. We're gonna actually get into that whenever I start talking about the facial expressions, which I believe is in the next video. So stay tuned because we're gonna go into how to draw facial expressions, how to tell what facial expression you want to draw. I'm gonna talk about my secret techniques on how to do facial expressions, and you might laugh at me, so stay tuned. But ultimately, whenever it comes to drawing the mouth and the lips, don't overthink it. Don't do something that's too insane and insulting to another race or a person or anything like that. But definitely try to have fun with it when you draw, because that's what it's all about. You don't want to overthink it, and you don't want to have anything stress you out too much while you're, trying to have fun. So yeah.